Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Tokki Plays. I hope you're doing alright. Happy holidays everybody and Merry Christmas to everybody that is going to be celebrating. I had the honors to be part of yet another huge Animal Crossing collab, and this time we were asked to recreate our favorite Christmas memories. So I want to give a huge shout out to everybody that participated. Thank you so much for letting me be part of it. And once you're done watching this video, I would love if you could check out all the other creators and send them some love. Alrighty, for this one, I'm gonna have a lot to talk about, so maybe go grab yourself some tea, some coffee, some cookies, and just sit back, grab a cozy blanket, and watch, I guess. Recording this turned out to be, I think, the biggest struggle I ever had with recording a video, because for some reason my capture card just decided to say bye-bye and didn't work anymore. At first I thought it was my dock, but that was not the problem. It was not the HDMI cables, it was not the USB cable, it was my capture card. And even up until this point, I don't know what happened. I'm just glad that I was able to record it, even though it took me like 1 hour 45 minutes to fix it, but that is not the point. With that out of the way, I am going to tell you about this build, because when I was invited to this collab, it took me so long to come up with something that I knew I was gonna be happy with. But then a couple of days ago, it was like blink, and I got this idea and I was like, oh my gosh, of course, how could I not think of that earlier on? So what I am recreating here is my grandparents' living / dining room, aka the room where I got to spend pretty much all the Christmases I ever had. The story that I'm gonna tell you about is from a couple of years ago when I was a lot younger, when I was still a child. So back then everything was just more exciting, I guess, but even now I can say this year it doesn't really feel like Christmas is actually in a couple of days, but I am so excited to be able to spend Christmas with my grandparents again, because it's been a while. I don't really know how to start this, but I'm just gonna try to put you in the situation. So, if you didn't know, we celebrate Christmas on the 24th in Germany and not on the 25th like in many other places. And it is the afternoon. As always, everything is very hectic and stressful, but when you're a child, you're not really paying too much attention to that. Like, you know, something is going on, but you don't really know what. And what you need to know is my grandma lives quite far away from us, so we always had to leave relatively early in order to make it there in time. I remember every single Christmas I was so excited. I couldn't wait to get the presents. I was looking forward to meeting my grandparents again, to the food. So it is afternoon, we're dressing up, looking all cute. We leave the house, we arrive at my grandma's, my family is already gonna be there. At that point, there were literally no presents under the Christmas tree. It was empty because, let me tell you, the baby Jesus didn't come yet. And yes, you heard that correct. In Germany, especially where we live, it is not Santa who brings the presents, no. It is literally baby Jesus. And baby Jesus didn't arrive at that point. So the children were asked to leave the room, go upstairs so baby Jesus could come, bring the presents. I remember whenever that happened, I got so nervous. I was just so excited. I was looking forward to the presents so much. It was just super fun. When I was in a room up there with my sister and my cousin, we could literally not wait to go downstairs and look what baby Jesus brought. After a couple minutes, even though that felt like hours to all of us, we heard a little bell ring, and that meant it is time for us to go down. The presents arrived, and we stormed down the stairs so hard. We were like, oh my god, let's go! Yeah, but no, it was not time for the presents. We first had to have dinner, and I just remember, and I think I was not the only one who was like that. I think my sister was kind of the same, I guess. While we were eating, I just kept on eyeing the presents so hard, trying to already read the small labels with the names on them. You know what I mean? After we finished eating dinner, it was still not time for the presents. We gotta take our time, you know? And basically at that point, my sister and I would sing a song, play on our instruments for a little bit, and my aunt would read a story or some rhymes, and we would play some games together. We were all just sitting together at the table, talking about things that have been going on, what we were up to lately, stuff like that. And after the food settled down for a little bit, it was finally time to go to the other part of the living room where my grandma had those huge 2 couches and a chair and some cookies ready to grab. Everybody just comfortably sat down. There was some Christmas music in the background, and my sister and I, we were in charge of handing out the presents. So we would start off by just grabbing some random presents, handing them out to our family members. And one thing that we did in our family is we wanted to give everybody their time to shine. So we waited until one person finished unwrapping their presents, we looked at their reaction, and then we moved on to the next one. My sister and I, we were just trying to be as patient as possible, and I remember that I always acted like, oh, I'm not that interested in my presents. Let me give everybody their presents first. I'm gonna come last. It's okay. But deep down, I saw presents with my name on it, and I was like, I need to open them. I don't want to wait anymore. There were those times where my grandma said like, oh, hey, you haven't unwrapped your presents yet. How about we do one of yours? And I was like, it's okay, I can wait, but unwrap them nonetheless a little later. And I was having the time of my life. Yeah, as you can hear, even now thinking about it, how it was like back then, I'm getting excited. So you can maybe kind of imagine how it was like all that time ago when I was still little. The particular reason why I'm creating this day from back then and not Christmas from now is because on that day I got this super adorable plushie that actually represents the dog that my grandma had back then. His name was Benji, and a little later you're going to see me adding a little puppy plushie on the carpet, and that actually represents him. Benji and I, we were really good buddies. I loved him so much, and whenever I was sleeping over at my grandparents' place, in the morning he would come upstairs, wake me up, jump on my bed, and just greet me, and we literally got along so well. And because of him, I just love dogs so much. This present that I got, that plushie, I still have it up until this day, and I'm never going to throw it away ever. Back then and even now, I want to have a dog by myself so bad, but I don't have the budget for that at the moment, so we're gonna have to wait on that a little longer, sadly. But back then, when I unpacked the plushie Benji, I was like, oh my god, I have an own dog now. I was so happy, so excited, and I think I almost cried from excitement. So that was definitely a highlight for me. And thinking of it, Benji the plushie may have been one of the best presents I ever got when I was little. I also remember that on that day I got some Barbie dolls and some clothes and other cool items, but nothing could compare to the plushie that I got. Now that I am an adult, Christmas definitely feels different. It hasn't felt the same in quite a few years now, which is kinda sad to think about it. Sometimes I really wish I could just go back to being a child and having that excitement and nervosity again. But now I'm always thinking about, oh, what am I gonna get this person? What can I give that person? It's kinda stressful. Not gonna lie, I get why people say that the holidays are very stressful, because they honestly are. With that being said, I really hope you get to enjoy your holidays this time. You just get some time to wind down, spend some time with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Have some good food, watch movies together, make cookies. Just all the good stuff, you know, even if you're not celebrating. This year, believe it or not, I actually managed to get all of my Christmas presents before the 24th, which last year was not the case. But I'm still waiting for one package. So pray for me that it's gonna arrive on time, because I do not want to be sitting there with empty hands. That would be not cute at all. So I'm still kind of stressing about that, but it's gonna be okay, I hope. And speaking of presents, I was working together with a manufacturer for my small business, but I also ordered something for you guys. I'm gonna have a little something giveaway soon to do with one of my emotes that I turned into something else. So keep your eyes out for that. I really hope you're gonna like it. That is it from me today. I really want to thank you for staying here the entire time. I'm just gonna finish off this build at the last few details, and then I am signing off. So happy holidays, take care my friend, and I will see you soon again. Bye!